So if you get pulled over, one of the things that I definitely suggest is don't make any quick or furtive movements in the vehicle. I would keep my hands at the 10 and the 2 position on the steering wheel. And when the officer walks up, of course, roll the windows down. I would even, if I'm trying to be nice, and you don't have to be nice, this is totally up to you, but I would totally roll down the other windows as well, especially if I had some kind of tint on them. So if there was an additional officer over here on the side, they would be able to see in the vehicle. And this is, of course, if I'm not trying to mislead or trick anybody into anything. That's what I would do. And I think that goes a long way. In fact, the more cautious a person is, the more it really lowers that officer's excitement level or apprehension level. And I believe that will help you through the traffic stop. Now, at time when they stop you, that's not the time to argue. That's not the time to create a defense for yourself. The time to do that is later. Anything that most people do during a traffic stop, it's going to be categorized as evidence, and the officer will present this at some time in the future against the person they pulled over. My recommendation is to give them as little as possible. And of course, if they're a professional, they're going to gather plenty of evidence. When they go to court, they're going to be able to testify swimmingly. But you also have the right to testify also, but at the time of the violation isn't the time to do it. So I would just wait there with your hands on the wheels, listen to the officer. You don't have to agree. You don't have to not agree. If you did actually feel that you didn't commit the violation, whatever you tell them, if you say it's another vehicle, look just like mine, you pulled me over by mistake, or whatever that reason happens to be, it's okay to talk about that, but understand that in court, he's going to remember it. Hopefully you will too, if that's in fact what happened. So then you can reiterate that in court and also tell the judge. I tried to explain to the officer at the time of the citation that in fact, this is what occurred. And then I realized that I was the one being stopped when I wasn't the one that passed me. I was standing still. I tried to explain that to the officer, but of course I committed to signing the citation because, Your Honor, that's an order from you in the court that I understand and I will appear, but not that I agree with the citation. So I'm here pleading my case to you today, hopefully finding mercy in your potential verdict. And that stuff goes over very well. We'll see you in the next one. Not meant for legal advice. I'm not an attorney, just a cop that wrote a whole bunch of tickets. Stay safe out there. Be careful. We'll talk to you in the next one.